Hello and welcome to the Art of Cooking. So today I'm going to show you how to make Xin Cai or water spinach. There's like 100 different names for this vegetable depending on which Asians you ask. This vegetable is most commonly eaten by East and Southeast Asian. It's semi-aquatic tropical plant found throughout the tropical and subtropical region of the world. So here are the ingredients you'll need. So before I show you how to cook this, I just wanted to show you the actual plant in my garden. They grow pretty fast as long as there's a lot of rain or moist soil and sunlight. They are like the vampires of the vegetable world. They suck so much water that even the nearby weeds started to complain to me about not having enough water. So here I'm going to break them into 3 parts. Or 3 or 4 parts. Each one at least have 1 leaves on the stalks. Now there are numerous ways of preparing this vegetable, but today I'm just going to show you a simple and quick stir fry with garlic, probably the most common way of making them. By the way, the word Xin literally means empty heart vegetable, or hollow vegetable to be more precise. What makes this vegetable tasty is its balance of stem to leaves ratio. The soft texture of the leaf soaks up the sauce. The textural contrast of the tender yet crunchy stalks makes this an ideal couple. Wash this vegetable at least 3 times to get rid of any dirt or residue. Now you might notice that my leaves are somewhat bigger than what you might get at the supermarket. And that's because I take really good care of them. At the supermarket when you buy them, the leaves are much slimmer and the stalks are much longer. That's because they are grown in water. If possible, try to grow yourself. So here I have 1 pound or 454 grams of water spinach. Roughly chop this fresh garlic. Next, heat your wok or pan until it's smoking hot. Add in 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Try to use oil that has a neutral flavor and a high cooking temperature. Add in the garlic slices and let it cook for about 10 to 15 seconds. This will draw out the garlic flavor into the oil, and don't let it burn. Then add in the 1 pound or 454 grams of water spinach and stir fry. It looks a lot, but it will wilt down once it's cooked. After all, I'll have to feed 4 people. Actually, my mom has to feed 4 people. Make sure your heat is on high all the way through. That's very important. When you stir fry this vegetable, the optimum time is to cook around 2 minutes. If you cook any longer, the vegetable will lose a lot of its juices and its crunchy texture. You want to retain as much liquid as possible inside their cell's wall. Yes, it does help to have a huge wok or pan. The more surface area the vegetable touches, the wok or the pan, the less time it needs to cook. So when you stir fry this, look for the biggest wok or pan you have in your compartment. At this point, add in 1 tablespoon of rice wine or shaoxingjiu or sake. Adding the wine early does 2 things. 1, it will give the vegetable a good flavor and taste. 2, by the time when we're done cooking this, the wine will evaporate already. Next, add in 1.5 tablespoons of fish sauce. You can substitute fish sauce with oyster sauce, soy sauce, salt, shrimp paste, chicken powder, red bean curd, and so on. I added 2 tablespoons of water, vegetable, or chicken stocks. One teaspoon of sugar and continue to stir fry. Did I mention that you can make a salad out of this vegetable? Although I don't recommend eating this raw, maybe blanching it a little bit. But you can put it in soup, bread it, then fry it. There's so many ways to use this vegetable. As I mentioned before, different culture will make this differently. So if you or your family has ever made this or cooked this vegetable, please share with everyone how Yuns cook it. I would love to hear it from Yuns. Last but not least, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, just to give it more flavor. The total cooking time for me is about 2 to 3 minutes. Of course, the cooking time depends on the source of heat and your cooking instruments. So your cooking time may be longer than 2 through 3 minutes. Now let's plate this. Okay, there's not really much to plate but vegetables. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave it in the comments section. Please also check out my website as I have more detailed information there. Also like, fave, subscribe, and thank you for watching.